Tariq, let's start talking about Gwen Berry, the latest to use an Olympic platform as a form of protest. She did this at the trial. She's a hammer thrower. She finished third in the trial. She's going to the Olympics. And surprise, this isn't being especially well received.
Well, I mean, it's interesting, the fact that I'm glad she came out very quickly and basically said, I don't hate the country. So she's basically saying, I'm a part of the Olympic team. I don't hate the country. I do have some issues that I want to bring up, some things and platforms I want to use. I think her issue specifically was about the Star Spangled Banner words itself, not anything specific that she was, talking about. But I do find it very interesting, the fact that this protest, the way it was done, okay, no kneeling, but turning. Okay, there's different ways for people to feel as if they want to protest, but I guess you can't really tell somebody how they want to protest. I find it very interesting that she made this statement and very clear. She does not hate the country, which brings me to my point. You can love something and not like the way it's run. You can love your family members, you can love your job, you can complain about a number of different things, you can complain about the country, but that doesn't mean you don't love the country. You just think that there's some things that need improvement. And by protesting, that brings the attention to improving or the awareness of what the issue is. So I think this is met with a lot of anger by the protest of the Star Spangled Banner, but I think she's looking at the words and the fact that she was told that it wasn't going to play and that it was some other miscommunication.
Yeah, I would think, oddly enough, I thought if the United States Olympic Committee really is looking ahead, it says the last thing, if I were on that committee, the last thing I'd want, if I have an option, and I do, is to use the anthem when she's on the stand. I said, save her and save myself this whole situation.
Well, I understand the pickle the Olympic Committee would find themselves in because, I mean, look, it's a patriotic American event. Yeah, I would understand why you would feel like you had to play the Star Spangled Banner. That being said, why are we having this discussion again? Like, how many times in the history, like, the Olympics is nothing but social, political protest. Name me a single Olympics that you can remember that hasn't been affected by this in some way. Whether it's Jesse Owens, whether it's Mexico City, whether it's things with hostages, whether it's the Soviet Union, whether it's boycotts from America, boycotts from I'm watching this week these people, since when are they using the Olympics for social and political protest? Are you kidding me? It's the whole reason it exists. Yeah. It's the reason, right? They were designed so we're not killing each other. We can go have these athletic competitions. Like, stop with this whole historical misremembering. I'm going to manufacture anger every time this happens. It's always happened. Let it happen. It's better than the alternative.
Does it generate any discussion on your show?
No. Because, look, I don't really want to go down that road because, again, I can point to 15 different instances where they've had the same discussion every single time. Don't pretend it hasn't happened before. Don't generate false anger. It's going to happen.
Well, I think what scares me is the fact that people put a narrative on it. They say, okay, this is what this means when somebody decides to protest, instead of actually asking the athlete, what's the issue? I think we jump to I'm upset by it, I'm angry by it, that's it, I don't want to hear anything more about it. Well, there's a reason why people protest. There's a reason why somebody's doing something to bring attention and awareness to it. So to Duffy's point, I think the fact that the narrative goes to, I don't like it, don't do it, it shouldn't happen, period, as opposed to, wait a minute, why are you doing this?
Yeah, so close the discussion with, does this work? I mean, is this, if to Duffy's point, it's become so commonplace, is anyone going to pay attention to this woman?
I think they do pay attention. I think they do know it. I don't know how long it'll last in the news cycle. I think this makes it sort of a discussion of, okay, what was the issue? Okay, that is the issue. I can move on from it. We can grow from it. We can learn from it. But I don't know if it will result in change. I think that's the main thing. When you go to a protest, you really want change. You don't want things to stay the same. You're protesting because something shouldn't be the same, and it is. So if it results in change in whatever the cause is, I'm interested. If it doesn't, you had a platform and now you know whether or not people really want to change it.